Germany ranks as one of the most safest countries to be in during this pandemic. That's why we have to talk about safety in investing as well. Do you remember the other two corners of the magic triangle besides safety? Good. Let's continue then. What's up everyone? Welcome to a new video from PerFinEx, the #1 financial planner for expats living in Germany. By the end of this lesson, you will know the first of 3 sides that make up the magic triangle. We start with this side because it's the easiest and the one where most of you are probably at right now. But before we begin, let's answer the quiz question from last week's lesson, which was this. And the answer is B, equity. The 3 investment goals of the magic triangle are safety, availability, what we're going to talk about today, and return. Equity is just one possibility to get return, but more about that in next week's lesson. So congrats to each and every one of you who got the quiz question right. Virtual pandemic friendly handshake, or bro fist, or elbow check. Let's get back to our triangle. Can you think of a financial product that is 100% safe, in a sense that your money will not lose value, even in the unlikely event that a bank closes down? Some products on the safety and availability line are insured by the European Deposit Insurance Scheme by up to 100,000 euros per person. So your 100 euros on this line will always be 100 euros. Quick math, not factoring in tax and inflation of course. We're gonna talk about this in a future lesson. So 100% safe and also immediately available, insofar as you can make payment transfers with your money at any time. You could even cash out everything and close the whole account down if you wanted to. You all having some of these products, I'm sure of it. It's mostly cash, bank accounts, checking accounts, Girokonto or Tagesgeld in German, maybe even fixed deposits, Festgeld in German, if you can cancel it early. Now, what do all these products have in common? In this low interest rate environment, they're all returning 0%. Absolutely nothing. Even if you take advantage of these marketing interest rates or transfer your money to a super trustworthy bank in Greece or Romania, which I wouldn't recommend because it's not worth the effort. Ask the people who had money invested in Iceland's bank Kaupthing when it went bust in 2008. They were promised a comparatively high interest rate for a risk-free investment, and they were also promised the deposit insurance by the European Commission. But when the government of Iceland took over the bank in the financial crisis in order to rescue it, foreign investor accounts were frozen immediately and everyone had to wait months in order to get their money back. So stop these crazy experiments with your hard-earned money if you're only getting 0.1% more per year. That's like 10 euro interest if you have 10,000 euro invested. And these 10 euro are taxed, of course. You wouldn't believe me. How many people are searching hours and hours on the internet in order to find the best deals and change bank accounts regularly just to get a couple of euros more per year? But hey, it's your money and your time. You can waste it in every way that you see fit. So maximum safety and maximum availability always comes at the expense of return. Remember, there's no such thing as a free lunch. In order to get return on your investments, you either need to let go of availability or of safety. How far you want to let go of safety is for each and every one for you to decide yourself. And depending on your investor mentality and risk profile, you have a number of different options, but more about that in the next 2 lessons. So strictly speaking, and we Germans are very strict, this line is not even an investment, it's just managing your financial liquidity. If you're like Steve now, you're thinking to yourself, fuck this, I want maximum return, so I'm going all in. I understand, you want to put your money to work, that's the reason you're watching this course in the first place. And 0% is not really putting your money to work, it's actually putting your money to sleep. I get it, it hurts. But we should all be ready in case something unexpected happens to us. An illness, Kurzarbeit, or even a layoff. This is right now, in these tough economic times, more true than ever. If you do not have an emergency fund ready when life happens to you, you'll have to go into debt to support yourself. And that's not good. So it's smart to set aside at least 3 months of expenses, depending on whether you're single or not, your significant other is working or not, you have kids or not. Some of my clients even have 6 months. Some even have 12 months of expenses in their emergency fund. I think that's a little much, but hey, it's not my decision, it's theirs. At the end of the day, it comes down to the question, literally, how much do you need in savings in order to sleep well at night? How many months of expenses is in your emergency fund if you have one already? Let me know in the comments. And if you're really a Steve right now, change your spending habits and start saving up that emergency fund, because that's the very first step of investing. And if you're like Amanda and already have you and your family secured with an emergency fund in place, great! What's not great is when you've got more money than you need sleeping on bank accounts and not earning any interest. So for all you awesome Amandas out there, in the next 2 lessons we will focus on what's really important, putting that money to work for you. For all Steves, unless you have an emergency fund set aside, don't even think about investing. You have 1 week to prepare yourself. Once again, be like Amanda, don't be a Steve. Last but not least, today's quiz question. Imagine you have 10,000 euros on your German bank account with an annual interest rate of 0.01%. How high is your yearly interest payment? Is it A, 10 euros, B, 1 euro, or C, 10 cents? Try to solve it without a calculator if you can, and let me know your guess in the comments. The next 2 lessons are all about escaping the 0% interest rate trap. Do you already know what kind of options we have? Let me know, drop a comment below. See you in the next video.